have it massaged, but I won't have it lifted.
What's that?
My feet. I'm not going to waste any more time. I've already spent enough money on it to restore the battlefields of France.
That's what I wanted.
Young Daniel seems to be giving Helen Blake quite a rush.
Yes, he's been hanging around my daughter Sylvia a bit, too.
Yeah?
Tells me his father's one of the biggest cattle owners in his part of the country.
True enough. That's got nothing to do with him.
Why not?
His father disowned him 3 years ago.
Oh, Sylvia.
Yes?
You'll be losing your handsome boyfriend if you don't look out.
You can have him.
Have him? She's got him.
Oh, this party is stupid anyway.
Good evening.
Is your father here tonight, Helen?
No, he's not, Mr. Wheelock. He wasn't feeling very well, so I made him stay home and go to bed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, how perfectly divine.
Yes. It reminds me of those wonderful nights on the ranch when we sleep out. My father has many cattle, and sometimes when I was a kid I would ride out with the cowboys and sleep as they did, with nothing but a blanket as a pillow, beneath the stars. It would be so wonderful if we could sleep that way sometime.
With the cowboys? Wouldn't it be crowded?
Well, you know what I mean.
Oh, yes, I got it.
Helen, I love you. Will you marry me? If you don't like me, you can get a divorce.
Now, that's an idea.
Sure, it's a grand idea. Will you?
Not now. I want to look at the river.
You're so practical.
Oh, I have to be with you.
You just want to make me unhappy. Won't you ever marry me?
Maybe someday I will.
You will. I know you will. I'll make you marry me.
Unhand that woman.
I asked her to marry me, and she just makes jokes.
Oh, go on. Marry the poor guy.
Don't be selfish, Helen. Well, listen, how did this rumor get started anyway?
Well,
Yes, Mr.
can
Barrett.
you spare me a moment?
Certainly. Excuse me. What are you going to do, murder me?
Helen, I'm going to be disagreeable. I can't stand by and watch you get entangled with this Danioli without saying something.
Oh, now, Miss Nerd, I know that you mean well, but I assure you that...
You can take care of yourself. Yes, I know that's what they all say. Mustn't forget, I have a daughter of my own.
Well, since you have a daughter of your own, I should think that... No, I beg your pardon.
Frank, you know I'm crazy about you. Why do you do nothing but humiliate me?
I don't. What's the matter? Am I not free?
You wouldn't have met her if it hadn't been for me. You wouldn't have met anyone.
Well, of course, I'm grateful.
If I hadn't taken you around when you first came to New York, why, everybody you know you met through me.
But certainly a man has got a right to choose his own wife.
Wife?
Yes.
You're going to ask Helen Blake to marry you?
I did already. Yesterday I asked her 3 times, and tonight up to now I asked her 11 times.
Then I'm through with you. Forever.
Oh, no, you're not. Not forever. Just for a little while.
I may as well tell you, Mr. Merritt, if you keep on saying things against him, you'll only drive us closer together.
What does your father say?
My father's perfect.
Meaning that he lets you do as you please. All right, Helen, I thought it my duty to warn you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
But, Madge, I didn't say. At least I played some black cards. Mother, I'm going to bed. Going to bed? Leave your own party? Well, I don't like it. Well, I don't like it either, but you don't see me going to bed, do you? Oh, Madge, I just have a spade. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, darling. Poor child, she's so high-strung.
When does Sylvia Sylvia's fiancé arrived.
Oh, which one? Oh, of course, Lord Danvers. He's the only one that ever really counted. In the spring. Appropriate, don't you think? What with the robins and everything.
Where's Helen?
I don't know.
We're going to scram. The hostess has turned sour. Come on, I've sent for the car.
So where'll we go?
I know, the Club Albany.
Well, isn't that where that man was killed?
He wasn't killed.
No?
They shot him, stabbed him, and threw tables at him, but he wasn't killed.
Ooh, just injured. That's where we want to go. A nice, safe place. With these costumes on, they'll think we're part of the show.
Now, turn of your light. You got too many clothes on.
Good evening, Mr. Donnelly.
Good evening, Enrico. Table for four, please.
Yes, sir. Congratulations. Come in.
That boy knows his way around. The head waiter knows him.
He knows me, too, but we're not speaking.
Oh, look, there's a table over there. Why can't we have that one?
That's reserved
Well, who's it reserved for?
for gorillas. That's the shooting section. The suckers sit over here.
I beg your pardon. Is this Halloween?
No, Thanksgiving. We always dress up for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go home. Come on, Helen. This on.
Come in. Be with you in a second, Joe. Now, listen, Eddie, I ain't going to talk about it all night. We don't stand for it, that's all. Now, there's no argument. He comes across or he gets rubbed out. Let him know it. What is it, Joe?
That Daniola guy is here again. Probably wants to sign a check. He already owes about $300
Where is he?
on the floor.
Well? Let him sign the check.
Okay, boss.
Good evening, Mr. Danioli.
Oh, hello, Dan. Helen, this is Mr. Marlowe, who owns the place. His wife and Mr. Rickenbeck.
We're having a marvelous time.
Well, that's just what we want you to do. We've got a good orchestra here, and it's a pleasure to see people that know how to use it the way you folks do. See? Mr. Danioli, anytime you want a job as a dancer, come and see me.
I remember that.
Rico.
Yes, sir.
Anything these people want, you see that they get it.
Yes, sir.
Is there any other place you'd like to go?
Where are we now?
Someplace in Pennsylvania.
Well, I have a grandfather in Wilkes-Barre.
Be a miner?
No, he's quite an old man.
we go home?
No, sir. There'll be plenty of time for that after we're married. See, let's get married.
What?
See, Helen,
Huh?
let's get married.
Who, you and me?
No, you and Frank, or Frank and me, or Dawn. I don't care. I just want to get married.
Oh, come on, Helen, let's get married.
I will if you will.
Oh, you wouldn't really.
I would, too. I'm tired always riding around in cars.
She's afraid.
Why afraid of what?
What people will say.
I'm never afraid of what people say.
All right, then, let's see you do it. I will.
Oh, say now, wait a minute.
Oh, come on, Helen, you can't back off.
I'm not backing you.
You are too.
All right, I'll do what anybody else will do.
Hooray!
Now, Charlie.
Thank you.
Good night, and much obliged to you.
Oh, wait a minute. Wouldn't you like to buy some honey?
No, thanks. I got some.
Are we honestly and truly married?
Sure.
Gee, I'm scared.
Oh, who's scared now?
Aren't you scared?
No.
How do you feel, Frank?
Fine, Frank.
All right. Let's go. No, I want to see if I'm a steady man. Scrambled eggs, that's the thing.
Oh, now, Charlie, dear, I think we better go home.
Dorothy, you don't seem to realize there are two of us now, and I want scrambled eggs.
Oh, all right.
I'll give you the key. What's the matter?
Your father.
Is he worse?
Yes, he is. We tried to reach
Oh,
him.
no, he couldn't be. He was all right when I left. Oh, no, I know everything's all right. He's... Oh, I hate myself. Father, what is it? What's happened?
Nothing, honey, just...
Oh, Father. Father, speak to me. Speak to me, please.
You look awfully sweet in that costume, dear.
Father.
This waiting around all the time gets on a fellow's nerves.
Darling, you don't have to wait if you don't want to.
Yes? Who is it, the lawyer?
No, sir. It's a COD for you, sir.
Oh, what?
Danioli?
Yes?
One high still cat.
Well, why didn't you leave it?
It's COD, sir.
COD? What nonsense. Give it to me at once. How do you think I'm going to run away from a house like this?
No, sir.
Well, then, get out of here. And if I hear any more of your COD nonsense, I'll remove my threat elsewhere.
Yes.
Well, then, get out of here. Quick. Quick, quick, quick.
Going somewhere?
Why, Mr. Merritt? This is an unexpected pleasure.
Oh, is it? Where's Helen?
In the living room. Come on, I'll show you to her.
Young man, I was in this house before you were born. Oh, hello, Helen. May I come in?
Oh, Mr. Merritt, I didn't expect to see you. Do come and sit down. Look, we're in a terrible mess here.
Thanks.
I've been waiting for our lawyer.
Yes, I came in his place, Helen.
Oh, I know. He's told me that you had to be bothered a lot about the estate.
Oh, that's all right. But I felt that I should be the one to, explain the situation to you.
Situation?
I may as well tell you, Helen. Your father left nothing. After the estate is liquidated, you won't have a penny.
Oh, but that's impossible. This house, his investment, there must be something.
No, I've been carrying your father for the past 8 months. You see, after the market turned, he was in a pretty bad way. A lot of unfortunate investments, a large loan from our company.
You mean everything's gone?
Everything.
Well, what am I going to do about these bills?
Well, the estate will take care of those. After that.
It's rather a shock. Of course, Frank can support me all right.
With what?
Oh, Frank has an income.
I think you're missing Paul.
No. He told me that. You see, his father's one of the
richest cattle owners in his part of the country.
What's wrong with that?
Ask him.
Well, I don't know what there is to ask him, but I may as well tell him what's happened. Oh, Frank. Frank, you know Mr. Merritt is one of the executors. He's come to tell me about the will.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't going to be anything.
What does that mean?
There won't be any money.
No money? You're kidding.
No.
Oh, but that's terrible. Not a fine thing. What a pleasant surprise. Nothing. Now, how do you think we're going to live?
Well, with your money, we can get along.
My money? My money? Well, if you want to know, I haven't got any. My father's a miser, and he wouldn't give me a cent.
Well, that's all right. We won't talk about it now. We'll find some other way.
Yes, that's big talk. What way? What way? I begin to see now a whole lot of things I didn't know before. Passing yourself off as a rich girl, huh?
Oh, Frank, I can't believe that you...
Marry me for my money. Someone tells you my father's rich, but I haven't got a cent. And that's where you get left. What a marriage this turned out to be. I was drunk. That's what I was, and so are you.
Stop it.
Well, I'm sober now, and I'd rather have my headache all alone.
Frank, where are you going?
Oh, I'm going far away from you and your bills. Far away to someone who treats me better.
Poor child,
Oh, don't make it worse by pitying me. You warned me, didn't you? Oh, it's all right. I'll live through it.
Well, now, if there's anything
Oh,
that
no, there's nothing. I know exactly where I stand. I'm broke, and I've got to do something about it.
Well, of course, you'll be allowed to live here in the house for a few weeks.
I don't want to.
Well, we'll talk that over in a day or so. Goodbye, dear.
Mr. Merritt,
Yes, Helen?
there is one thing you can do for me.
And what is it?
I want a job.
A job? All right.
Coast snail parmesan, Savoy scallops, and breast of quail le color. Being an Englishman, they probably want roast beef. Potatoes au gratin, shut up, Pinky. And summer squash. Oh, that reminds me. Augie hasn't paid his dues at the Racket Club. Make a note of that, will you? I sent the check yesterday. Oh, well, that's good. And now, when the newspapers begin to call.
Excuse me. Hello? Oh, just a moment. It's Mrs. Tillotson. She wants to know whether you'll dine with her on Thursday next.
She's a poisonous old cat, and I'll be bored to death, but I suppose I ought to.
Mrs. Merritt says she'll be delighted to come.
Oh, I didn't say this is the kind.
Yes? Oh, no. No, not officially, Mrs. Tillotson. Goodbye. She wanted to know whether the dinner for Lord Danforth was an engagement dinner.
Your gossip's probably heard that we financed Lord Danforth's oil wells in Turkestan. You know, where the rugs come from? And now she thinks he's marrying Sylvia for money. I suppose I may as well stay on good terms with her to keep her from telling everybody. Not that there's any secret about it. If there's oil in the ground, we had a perfect right to buy it. We've no intention of buying a husband for Sylvia. Lord Danforth's always been crazy about Sylvia. Always. Now let's get on with these invitations.
What is Mr. Marlowe?
Who wants to know?
I do.
We don't need any waiters.
Do I look like a waiter? Do I?
Hey! Who are you poking?
Sit down.
You're a tough little mug, ain't you? Sorry, Mr. Danioli. How are you?
Hello, Dan.
Some of the kids that work around here get a little too big for their shoes.
I didn't know you knew him, boss.
Well, next time, find out.
That's all right.
Come on in, Mr. Danioli. Come on. Come on, girls. Line up. Sit down.
Thanks.
Where you been?
Oh, all over?
Broke.
Yes, that's why I'm here. You remember you said my dancing was...
Oh, your dancing is divine. Simply divine.
Oh, well, I wouldn't put it that way.
You don't have to. That's the way I put it.
I see. And I can sing very nice tune. I thought you might... Do you still think you can give me that job?
I guess I could.
Now, how much money do you pay?
That's up to you.
I don't think I quite understand.
All right. I'll make it clear to you.
Accept. Reject.
Well, that's Mrs. Whitley. Shall I give any reason?
Mrs. Alice Merritt doesn't have to give reasons.
Good morning. Oh, hello, Helen. Hello. How's the social secretary getting on? Hello, Muller.
You realize we've been waiting for you?
Well, you'd be waiting still if Lottie hadn't socked me in the face with a wet towel. I might as well have a Prussian drill sergeant for a maid.
It's worth the sacrifice of rising. Do you know how much money you'd have lost if you hadn't taken up those stock rates?
Don't try to give me a lesson in business. I've got that jitters.
Show her where to sign the papers, Helen.
Right here.
Oh, get off my shins.
Bring them over here. Lord, what a signature. That is my best, Mona.
What time did you get in last night?
About 3, I guess.
Where'd you go?
Club Albany. That's where you used to be such a hot shot, isn't it, Helen? Well, I used to go there. Did you have a good time? Rotten.
It's about time you started getting some rest. So you looked like something when Lord Danforth arrived.
Oh, he liked my looks in London.
That's all right. It was a fog.
Well, this head of mine, I don't think I'll stay here and listen to a discussion of my shortcomings. Oh, Helen, bring me that paper, will you? Thank you.
You're feeling better now, huh?
It's a great job. I should make a lot of money.
You will, if you play it right. I'm going to see about getting you a room in the hotel upstairs. It's connected with the club, so it'll be convenient. You get busy and call up some of those swell dames you know.
That's right.
Oh, Mr. Danioli, just one other thing. Don't try to put anything over on me.
Is that right?
That will do for the present.
Miss Blake.
Yes?
The chef is having trouble with the caterers.
Well, I'll attend to him later. And I want to check that new linen with you, too, Miller.
Yes.
Have the rest of the flowers come?
They're bringing them in the back now.
I had another argument about the price. $3,100 seems a lot to pay for roses.
I don't know. I always say, if you're going to do things in a big way, you have to spend money.
A telegram for Mrs. Merritt, Miss Blake.
Thank you.
Are you almost in slumberland, Mrs. Merritt? Oh, don't even talk. That's you, Helen?
Yes, Mrs. Merritt. There's a telegram from Sylvia. She's gone to Princeton for the baseball game, and she'll be about an hour late for dinner.
There. That's sheer perversity. That's what I get for insisting that she be here on time.
What are you going to do about dinner?
Oh, dear. We'll sit down at 9:15 the latest. Sylvia or no Sylvia.
But you'll be searching at table, do you mind?
Of course I mind. Well, at least some of those fool women I've invited to dinner be sure to mind. Oh, dear. Well, there's only one thing for it, Helen. You'll have to take her place and just slip away when she arrives.
Certainly, Mr. Merritt.
Oh. I suppose I may as well have that pounding you wanted to give me, Helmer. No chance for a nap now.
Sylvia, do you love me?
No.
Oh, you don't?
No. But I'm crazy about you.
Who do you love? That guy you're going to marry?
I should say not. I'm not even crazy about him.
You want a title. Is that it?
No, not that. You'll make a very distinguished husband, title or no title. See, I'm not in love with either of you. But I'm crazy about you.
Lord Danforth.
Oh, my dear boy, I'm so glad to see you.
How are you, Paul?
Mm-hmm.
I'm late and terribly apologetic. I didn't realize about your traffic.
Oh, don't let that worry you. Sylvia's even later. Poor Charles, she'll be so distressed. I know she's frightfully upset at not being able to get here. Oh, you know the Marquis Saint-Jacques, I believe.
But of course, we're cousins. Good evening, Paul.
How are you, Anne?
I think you're sitting there, Lord Danforth, right there at the other end. Sit down. I'll put you next to me.
Now, I wonder who...
Goodbye, baby.
Goodbye, darling. Oh, wait a minute. Who won the game?
Here it is in the paper. Princeton 8-6.
86. I got it. Goodbye, darling. I'll call you tomorrow.
Goodbye, darling.
No, I'm just one of the hired hands. Isn't that a shock? I'm Helen Blake, Mrs. Merritt's secretary.
Now, how was I to know? I always thought that secretaries wore horn-rimmed glasses.
Well, I have some. And I have really, but they're awfully unbecoming.
Then I think you should wear them.
Oh, how should I take that?
As a compliment.
Oh.
I'm confused. You see, I've an idea I've seen you before somewhere.
You have?
I have.
In London, 3 years ago. I was there with my parents. You were at a tea, but I didn't meet you. Lady Fastest had just gone to bring you over, and then you had to leave. Cricket or some funny
I
thing.
remember. And to think that if I hadn't had to run away like that, perhaps we'd have been friends by now.
No. We'd have just met formally, and then I fear you'd have forgotten me.
I fear not.
Oh, I've never seen such a stupid girl. Hurry up. Oh. Get out of my way.
No. You and I get on pretty well together. I laugh at your jokes and you laugh at mine.
Well, I'll tell you something terribly funny. I thought you were going to be rather stiff and pompous.
There's not much chance of that in my family. Anybody caught trying to be pompous is immediately kicked downstairs.
Oh, I think that's lovely.
You do?
Well, of course I do.
Now, wait a minute. We must go into this business. There's an implication there that needs investigating.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Paul.
Hello, there she is.
Thanks for being so patient, darling. Ladies change, Helen.
Well, who won the game this afternoon?
Princeton, 8-6. It was perfectly wonderful. One of the most divine plays I've ever seen. But I'll tell you about that some other time.
You're a bad girl.
I don't want anybody to scold me now. I've got to talk to Paul. Well, have you missed me?
No end.
How's your father?
Hanging on.
What do you think about tall buildings?
Marvelous.
And the New York Harbor?
Marvelous.
And New York?
Marvelous.
And what do you think of American women?
I can't find words to describe them. Hello?
Oh, hello.
I've been looking for you.
You have, I'm sorry.
To continue our little talk about being stiff and pompous.
Lord Danforth, do you mind going back and joining the others?
Why?
Mrs. Merritt will think it very strange my keeping you out here.
Oh, you're not keeping me. No, they're perfectly all right. Besides, I have some things I want to tell you. First, I think you're a perfectly terrible social secretary.
It's lucky you're not my boss.
Because although you're a very charming secretary, there's nothing social about you. At critical moments, you disappear, can't be found anywhere.
You really understand, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm trying desperately hard to get it through my head.
Oh, good heavens, man. You're the party. I mustn't take up your time.
Then what are you here for?
To entertain undesirable men?
I'm undesirable. Awfully. I should be looked after. Men shun me, and young girls run from me, screaming for their mothers.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Here you are, having a good time?
I've been trying to persuade Miss Blake to come inside and brighten our lives.
How about a little drinking?
Well, if that isn't assault.
Helen, will you attend to it?
Certainly.
And Helen?
Yes?
Only two.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening, Brown. Miss Sylvia ready yet?
Miss Sylvia's not home.
Not home. Oh. Did she leave any word?
No, my lord. And Mr. and Mrs. Merritt have gone to the Woodrows.
Oh. Well, very well. I'll wait in here.
Did I sell you a little insurance?
Oh, this is fine.
How do you do?
How do you do? You're the very person I've been looking for. I want to consult you on a very fine point of social etiquette.
What is it?
If a man calls 3 times on a lady and she's never in, hasn't he a perfect right to ask another lady to help him out?
Oh, I should think so. Why?
Because I want you to dine with me this evening. I'm dying for lack of food and pleasant company. Now, what else were you going to do? Nothing important, was it?
No, I was just going to the library.
Oh, that can wait. The library will always be there. I'll write a note to Sylvia. Now, please be nice and don't argue.
All right. I have to change my dress. Do you mind waiting?
Waiting, I love it.
Where's my bracelet?
Huh?
My bracelet?
I don't know. Where did you leave it?
Right here.
You must have left it home.
I told you I left it right here.
Well, you can see it isn't there.
Yes. Yes, I can see it isn't there. Well, anyway, I have my hat. That's one thing you can't use.
We have become friends, haven't we? Really?
I hope so. You know, I was just thinking, it isn't how long you know a person that makes you understand him.
Oh, we've known each other for quite a while.
Yes, counting 3 years ago when we didn't meet that time.
I'm your friend. I want you to be mine.
I always will be.
That's no end of comfort to me. I mean that, darling.
Darling?
Yes. I suppose so.
An English lord shouldn't call an upper servant darling.
Oh, it's always done in fairy tales.
That's why they're called fairy tales.
Once upon a time,
Oh, you're going to tell me one?
if you don't mind,
I'd love it.
once upon a time, there was an English lord, and he fell in love with a very rich American girl. And the English lord had a terrific number of uncles and cousins and step-cousins, all very poor, whose one possession was a group of undeveloped oil fields. And the rich American girl's father put $50 million into those oil fields. And the uncles and cousins scraped together their last pennies and bought stock, and it went up. And there was great rejoicing throughout the land.
And they all lived happily ever after.
No. No. They became very miserable. One of them did.
I'm sorry.
What he had thought was love, past and left behind, indifference. But it was too late. He and his family had accepted favors which made the obligations unbreakable. And then, as they say in the books, he met the one girl.
Did he?
And he knew that with her, everything would have been different.
No. No, it wouldn't have.
It would. I know it would. I feel it would.
Yes, I feel it would, too. Don't you think we'd better go home?
No. No, let's go somewhere else. Let's go and dance. Just this one night together. You can't deny me that.
Oh, I can't deny myself that, I guess.
Oh, thank you.
But let's get back where we started and be friends. We understand each other. That's beautiful. I'm glad we do. And that's the end of it. This is our first evening alone together, and our last, so we mustn't spoil it, must we?
No, my dear.
Promise?
I promise.
Well, folks, that passionate man is going to sing for us again. Isn't that the goodies? Now sit down and keep quiet. I don't want to catch anyone making noise during this number. Naughty, naughty. Lay 'em, Pancho. Spotlight. Oh, thank you, Eddie. Another big show in half an hour, folks. Until then, the floor is yours.
You feel like dancing?
Not just now.
There's something wrong. What is it? We're friends, you know.
My past just came up and hit me in the face.
Your past. You haven't won.
No, I have a miserable one. But let's not talk about that now.
All right. We'll talk about something else. Talk about that gigolo. Don't you recognize the type?
No.
Well, you're always liable to find them in places like this.
What do you mean?
Well, it's quite simple. They make themselves attractive to elderly, lonesome women. They dance with them, and in a short time a necklace or a bracelet is missing. Mind if I talk about us just once more?
Oh, please, no. What good does it do?
There might be some way.
No. You don't want to hurt me, do you?
No. I don't want to hurt you.
Then please. But I tell you, I did have them when I came in. What happened?
Now, don't get excited. We'll have the master of ceremonies announce it for you, Roger. Okay. If it's in here, you'll get it back.
Well, I hope so.
Ladies and gentlemen, a diamond necklace has been lost. The finder will please return it to Mr. Dan Barlow.
Well, I don't see anything funny about that.
Didn't I tell you? It's the singer. The one I was telling you about.
Yes, I know. That's my husband.
Your husband?
Yes. Well, the party seems to be over. Cinderella's coach has come. Let's go home.
Who's there?
Daly.
What do you want?
The chief wants to see you. Say, Frank.
Yes?
If anything happens to you, can I have your watch? Just a gigolo everywhere I go. Just a gigolo.
Do you want me?
Yeah. Sit down. You've been playing the races a lot, haven't you?
Huh? Me? What do you know about it?
I've been wondering where it all went to.
What do you mean?
These letters are from women that have lost jewelry in my place. I haven't seen half of it.
How can that be? I've done everything. Honest, I wouldn't.
Now listen, you jig. Don't you lie to me or they'll find you floating in the East River. We want all of it, see? Now you dig up the 12 grand you owe us this afternoon. I'll give you till 4 o'clock, and not 1 minute later. You understand? All right. On your way.
What do you want?
I want to talk to you.
I told you I was through with you.
Yes, but I'm not through with you.
I can't get you any more money. My father won't give it to me.
I'll never bother you again, honest, I won't. But I've got to have it this time. Don't do anything foolish. You don't want anybody in here. I could tell plenty. Now listen, I've got to have $12,000.
I can't get it.
And if you don't get it, I'll call up your father and your Englishmen and maybe the papers and tell them what a nice, sweet bride you are. Do you understand?
But Frank...
I'll give you just 1 hour to bring that money up to my room. Just 1 hour.
Who is it? What do you want? You get out of here. What's Frank doing here? You better mind your own business, Helen Blake. Is he the man you've been seeing? Is he? Yes. Helen, I didn't know you cared. I didn't have any idea. I don't care. He wants money, is that it? Yes. Listen, Helen, you could help me.
I could.
Oh, I know we quarrel a little, but we're awfully good friends, really. Oh, yes, aren't we? You don't want to see my mother and father disgraced, do you? No, I don't, but I'd like awfully well to see you disgraced. If I don't bring $12,000 to his room at the Hotel Albany, he'll make a scandal. He'll phone the papers. You're not thinking of doing it, are you? I don't know what to do. But listen, if you give him anything, he'll go on bleeding you for the rest of your life. Why don't you talk to him, Helen? He's afraid of you. Why don't you go and talk to him? Oh, you could. Well, you could make him do anything. Oh, you stop it. I don't know why I'm in this room at all. You got yourself in this mess. Why should I care? You've been rotten to me, Sophie. You know you have. You're getting the results of your selfishness now, and you're crying for help. Well, let them stop the wedding. If you want to know the truth, I love Paul, and I hate to see him married to you.
Don't know what to call him, but he's mighty like a rose. Oh, Helen, have the cup chairs all set?
Yes, everything's ready, Mrs. Miller.
Oh, that's good. Oh, my dear girl, you don't know what it means to be a mother. No, of course you don't, naturally.
Say, where are you going in such a hurry?
Oh, I can't stop now, Paul.
Can I do anything?
No, thanks.
Do you know what you and I are going to do when this wedding's over? Something we've wanted to do all of our lives, just by ourselves. A trip to the Far East. It may mean a little romantic something. I don't know. Just get these men away from their business. And Helen, you will look after Sylvia, won't you?
Aye.
Oh, I know, dear. You've been through a lot with her, I realize that, but, well, you're the only one I can trust. You won't fail me, will you?
No. No, I won't fail you.
Well, I knew that getting a daughter married was an expensive proposition, but I'm getting more than I bargained for.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, I just had to give Sylvia her second big check for the past week. $10,000 this time, and she actually wanted more.
The sweet child.
I couldn't get it all. Father's suspicious.
What?
Listen, Frank. There's $10,000. I'll give you the rest after I'm married if you promise never to bother me again.
What good will that do? I need it now.
Frank,
You want to see me killed, is that it?
Frank, you know that's not true.
All right. I'll take that necklace.
What? No, you can't. They'd miss it.
Give it to me.
I won't. I can't.
I'll take it then.
Frank!
And you'll wait here until I'll come back.
Oh, Frank, please.
Come on.
Frank, stop.
Listen. That's it.
Get out.
Good afternoon, Billy.
Good afternoon.
Would you take Muriel out for her walk?
Sure thing.
What time is it?
About 4:15.
Well, then bring her back about 4:30.
Okay.
Get out of here. Quick.
Mr. Lyons. Hey, big Mr. Lyons. Mr. Lyons.
What's the number of Mr. Frank Dagnoli's room?
802.
May I go up?
They usually do.
Olga,
Oh, this is 44 we're talking about.
somebody spilled something in front of the elevator door. Tell her to wipe it up.
Olga. Hello? Ron, is that you? I want to speak to Miss Blake. Oh, what? Well, where could she go? Where could she be? Who is it? It's Helen. Brown, never mind. What's the matter? Close the door. Oh! Oh, Sylvia, what? Oh. Sylvia, you did it. No, I didn't. Someone outside, he came in and fell down. Oh, close his eyes. Somebody ought to close his eyes. Oh, Sylvia, you've got to get out of here quickly. They'll be looking for you at home. They're starting the rehearsal any moment. Why did I come here? Why didn't I do as you told me? Never mind about that now. Please. Sylvia, don't lose your head, that's all. Oh, you've got to be careful.
Miss Auchenpaw? Yes?
Could you come here a minute?
Well, what is it now?
This looks like blood.
That's funny.
No, don't leave me. No, don't leave me. I'll go crazy. I don't care what happens, but don't leave me. Don't leave me. So then, if I change clothes with you, will you get me a dress and come back right away? Yes. Promise? Yes. All right. Hurry, yeah. Look, there's a couple of drops more over here.
Maybe somebody hurt themselves. Looks like they read in 802. Anybody in there? he is in the inside. I guess I'd better get the house detective. I'll get him.
Open it, then I'm trying to break it down.
Sylvia, listen. The minute I open it, you slip out through the other door and join the crowd. You understand? All right, go on. Oh. All right, I'll open it.
No, you people can't come in. No, you'll have to keep out, that's all. You can't let anybody go in there.
Ring 7-3100. Hello. Yeah, this is the house detective, the Hotel Albany. A man has just been shot. I'm holding a woman here. Okay. Well, we got to wait for the policeman, so you might as well sit down.
With second-class music. Folks, I've been asked to take charge of this rehearsal and see that everything goes off properly. Now, the bishop will stand up there. And we'll all form in a line in the dining room and
But Charlie, the bride isn't here yet.
Huh?
She went out on an errand or something and came back a while ago and went upstairs to her room.
Would one of you boys with sex appeal go up and tell the bride to come down and rehearse?
What's your name?
Mary Smith.
Are you married?
I don't think that's any of your business.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Hey, give us a break, Clancy. Who is it? Is she pretty?
Now, listen. I've got my orders. You know, you reporters give me a pain in the neck.
Listen, I asked the questions. Here he is. Bring him in.
How are you, boys? Hello, Marlowe. What do you know about this? They just told me my pal Danioli got bumped. I'd certainly like to find the guy that... Hey, why don't you hang up a red light? He was a great little guy, that fella. Anything I can do to help you, boys, let me know. Ever see this woman before? Yeah, that's his wife. What? His wife? Sure. Get the inspector. Who is it? Her name is Helen Blake.
Helen Blake? I'm the mayor's secretary.
Dangler! Get out of my way! gotta see him now.
Does the marriage know that the secretary is being held for murder?
What are you talking about?
Helen Blake.
Helen Blake?
Sure. The cops are giving her the 3rd degree now.
They've got her at the Hotel Albany.
Come on, hit him.
Oh, go away.
No.
You'll only make things worse.
I've got to help you, darling. You know that.
Oh, please go away.
Won't you tell me?
I'll tell him nothing.
That dress.
What?
When did you put it on?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll very soon find out.
Where are you going?
Wait a minute. Get you out of here. Sylvia, I must speak to you at once.
I don't want to talk to anyone. I think, sir, she might explain your sudden disappearance, Paul.
Don't you know that Helen is under arrest?
I don't see that that's any reason for your running off without a word. Of course, it may be the thing to do among title people. I'm sure I don't know.
Sylvia, how did Helen come to be wearing your dress?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't like being questioned. I'm very nervous and upset.
I'm sorry, but I have to question you.
Sylvia says she doesn't want
It
to be
doesn't make any
questioned.
difference about Sylvia at this moment.
it does, sir.
How did Helen come to be wearing your dress?
She borrowed it, I suppose. Leave me alone.
You had it on when you left here this afternoon.
Why, you're crazy. I didn't.
Oh,
Why,
you'll
you're
have to
crazy.
stop this. You can see that Sylvia's in no condition.
Good heavens, man, don't you know there's an innocent girl accused of murder?
Will you tell me what that has to do with my daughter?
Yes, I will tell you, sir. Helen's being the scapegoat for your daughter. She's taking the blame to cover her up.
Why, it isn't true. Sylvia.
The dress that Sylvia wore when she hurried out of here this afternoon is the one that is covered with blood.
So is it?
You're the one that killed that man.
I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. I didn't. He just came in the room and fell against me.
Sylvia, what are you saying? What are you talking about, my child?
Then Helen came. Helen came and took your place.
Yes, but I didn't kill him. I didn't.
Helen, your place?
Oh, do something, Nanny. Do something.
Do something. I should stay. Get me the police commissioner.
There's supposed to be 6 of you boys. Where's the other one?
There's only 5 of us work here, sir.
Don't lie to me. Now come through or I'll smack the life out of you.
Yes, I'll attend to it right away. Yes, Mr. Commissioner. Yes, sir.
Where's Mitch? I just told everything, you boys.
Because he took my dog.
How do you know what time it was when he took the dog?
I just finished telling you.
Mitch. Yeah? I just heard from the commissioner. What's the matter? Ogden Murs phoned the commissioner. Said his daughter was the one who was in that room. The Blake gal changed dresses with her. Ogden Murs' daughter, huh? Yeah.
Listen now, where's... Oh, there you are. We got Daly.
You what, Daly?
He locked himself in the room on the top floor. I seen the dog running down the
That's
hall.
all I want to know. Come
I
on.
followed him up.
Open the door. All right, now. Open that door. Come on now, come on. Open that door. Open that. Quick about it. Come on.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Sylvia has something to say to you, Helen. Go on. Go on. I apologize. That's not enough.
Helen, I hope you'll forgive me. Of course I'll forgive you.
And while you're about
Oh, no, please don't make her say any more. Please don't.
All right. Now go in there and start sending back your wedding presents. And then go upstairs and begin packing for our trip to the Far East.
But I don't like the Far East.
I know you don't. That's why you're going.
I didn't realize when you promised to be my friend that evening how soon you'd have a chance to prove that you meant it. Thank you.
For what?
Oh, not for getting me free. I wasn't thinking of that. For your faith in me, for helping me when I seemed to least deserve it.
It never occurred to me for a moment you could do anything wrong. I just knew instinctively it wasn't part of you.
I hope I didn't get you into a lot of trouble.
None, my dear. They're being awfully decent about it. No revenge. They really understand. Everything's all right. And that's why you still feel the same. We might have a try at that old foolishness called living happily ever after.
Well, it's a little sudden. But after all, it's spring, naturally. I was telling Argy just a moment ago. While we're in the Far East, I shouldn't be at all surprised. Quite a lot is going on in the Far West.
Oh, I hope so.